So far this morning I have worked out and showered and made breakfast, and then I watched a couple episodes of New Girl, and that's about it. I don't really have any plans for the weekend. I'm not working and I'm not really going anywhere because of the quarantine, even though things are starting to reopen, but we're still not going places as much as we can. So I should be able to get a lot of reading done. Let me go grab the books that I'm reading right now, actually. So I'm reading 3 physical books right now, and I have 1 audiobook going. So I will probably finish at least 1 of these, maybe 2 of these this weekend. So we'll see how that goes. I am reading A Poet to His Beloved, the early poems of William Yeats. And I started this last night. I should finish this today because it's really short. I think I got to page 35 last night. So I only have like 30 pages to go. And it's poetry, so it'll go fast, but I'm really enjoying this one. Next, I am reading Othello by Shakespeare. My boyfriend and I are reading this together, and we are we're going through it like an act at a time and then talking about it. And we are on Act 4. I think he has already read it and he's waiting on me to read it. So I need to read at least Act 4, maybe Act 5 also today, so we can talk about that. Okay. So Act 5 is the last act, so maybe I won't read that today. I don't know. I need to talk to him and see what he wants to do about that. But we'll probably finish that this weekend since there's only 2 acts left. The last physical book that I'm reading right now is My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier. I am barely started in this. I started it last week and then I got distracted by another book I was reading, and so I haven't gone back to it. So I think I'm only like 25 pages in, so I haven't even gotten to the main plot of the book yet. So yeah, I can't really give you a synopsis or anything on this one, but I'm excited because I read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier last year, and that was my favorite book of the year. I absolutely loved it, and I have been really anticipating diving into this one because I know that some people, Rebecca's like her most known work, I would say, but a lot of people I've heard like this one even more, so I'm very excited. I'm also listening to the audiobook of Christine by Stephen King. I think I'm like 100 pages in maybe, so I still have quite a bit to go. Nothing really has happened so far. Our main character's friend has gotten the car that's possessed or a demon or whatever it is. I'm not really sure yet, but we have the car and it's giving our main character bad vibes, and that's basically all that's happened so far. So yeah, today we will basically just be reading and chilling out. I did not get much sleep last night, so I foresee a nap in my future today, and hopefully I will write today. I had been wanting to write at least 1,000 words a day, and just to sort of get back into the routine of writing, but then I got into a really bad mental state, and when I am in a depressive state, I cannot do anything, so I didn't write, and I haven't gone back to it since then, even though I am feeling a little bit better now. So I think we will try to write today, and I will let you know how that goes. guys, so it is now about 2 p.m. Since I last updated you, I watched a lot of New Girl. I did some knitting. I had lunch. We did a lot of yard work. I filmed a little bit of it. I'm not sure how much of it you could actually see and know and tell what was happening, but I did record some, so I'll insert that footage. But we basically cleared out a little bit of our front yard, and we're gonna put in these giant like raised garden beds slash compost bins. So yeah, we started that process. We cleared out a bunch of space for them, and then we built the first one just to make sure that we could figure out how to put them together. So I think we're going to maybe finish putting those up, to the other two up today, but it depends. It got really hot and the bins are metal, and like just handling them was kind of painful. So I think we're gonna wait until it cools down a little bit outside and then go finish putting the other two together. Also, I think I'm going to start painting my room today. I want to paint it gray because right now it's just wood. It's just unfinished dark wood walls, like this color, dark wood. So I think I'm going to paint them like a nice light gray and do all of the trim and the doors and stuff in white. And I think I'm going to start that process today. But some reading has happened. Quick little reading update. I finished the poetry book I was reading, and it was really good. It's like I said before, it's my first Yeats poetry. It was really short. It was only 60 pages, and I would say almost half of them wasn't even poetry. It had little illustrations. So I think it was only like 40 something poems. And all of them were pretty short, but yeah, I really enjoyed them. They were sweet. A lot of them were just love poems. Some of them were about loss, but most of them were just sweet little love poems, and I really liked them. So I'm looking forward to reading more of him soon. Yeah, that's the only reading I've done today. I think I am going to rest for a few more minutes and then go back outside and finish up with the yard work for the day, and then I'll probably come in and read some Othello, and I will update you when I do that. What are you doing? Hi guys. Thought I would jump in here and close out the vlog because it is now Monday night. It's about 8 p.m. As you will have just seen, I finished painting my room and putting it basically back together. There's a few things that I still need to organize and sort, but it's pretty much done, which is very exciting. It's so different. I think you guys saw before I started painting, everything in here was very, very dark wood, and now it's like a nice light gray with white trim and white doors, and it's so much brighter in here. I feel like I've been living in a cave, and now I see the light, and I love it so much. That is basically how I spent my whole weekend. I thought I was gonna have a very relaxing, work-free weekend, and then I ended up working non-stop. It was just not paid work. It was all manual labor around the house, which is great. But that does mean that I didn't do a ton of reading. So I thought we would just talk about all of the things that I told you I was reading. So I told you earlier that I finished the poetry book that I was reading. I gave that one 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was short, it was sweet, it was very heartwarming, but also all of the poems were very bittersweet, but they were also very just charming, I think. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I told you I thought I was going to finish this weekend. I read nothing. I started Act 4 at work this afternoon, but I haven't read very much. I think I'm going to finish Act 4 tonight before I go to bed, and then maybe Act 5 tomorrow, and so this will be done tomorrow. Fingers crossed. The other one, Mike and Rachel, I read 5 pages of. I set up my camera to do a cute little reading montage of me reading this Saturday night, and I set it up. I started reading. I read about 3.5 pages and I fell asleep. So that's as much as I read of this. Yeah, not great. But here's the good news. The success story of the vlog is Christine. I have this one on audio, so I listened to it while I was painting everything. And I ended up reading, let's see. So I am on page 350, and I think this is the final part of the book, but that's where I ended off yesterday, and I started the weekend on page 40, so I read just over 300 pages of this weekend, so it's still pretty good, but I really wanted to make more progress on these two, but that's okay, it's fine, we're dealing with it. It's gonna be okay. I will finish these both this week. That's my goal. Yeah, I think that's about all I have. The only other thing I had to tell you is that somebody suggested that I do a like introduction tag or some sort of classics book tag video, just to sort of give you guys an idea of me and what I've read in the past, so you know more about my reading tastes. So I think I'm going to look into that, try to find a tag that I like, and I will probably be doing that video this week, so that might be the other video that you guys get this week. I think I'm gonna try to do 2 videos a week. Let me know what you guys think, how many videos you want a week, what days are good for you. I was thinking like Tuesday and Friday maybe, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing about this channel or in general, but it's fine. We're all good. It's fine. Yeah, so let me know what you guys want. Let me know what you thought of this vlog. I know that not much reading happened. There's a lot of b-roll, there's a lot of montage shots, but it was a very productive weekend, just not productive in the way I was expecting it to be. But that's okay. Sometimes that happens and it's totally fine. Yeah, I think that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.